Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia, on Warrinjoy Woiwurrung traditional land for the CCM National Women's Tournament 2024. It's Friday night. We had hockey last night here as part of this tournament, but Friday night is the first one where we will get to see the Central Coast Stingrays back for their third go here at the CCM National Women's Tournament. It's great to have them back all the way from the Erina Ice Rink in the Central Coast of New South Wales. Great to have you here, and we look forward to some very entertaining hockey indeed. The Central Coast Stingrays have got some very interesting players this evening. The great entertainer and Annie Bartlett, who is always brings something special to the party. And they've got Poppy Kelly filling in for them as well, who's very successful here at iceHQ. She's one of the local girls, and also watch out for Tess Wilkinson, who will be effective. But in particular, they've got a pretty powerful team, the Central Coast Stingrays. I'm not seeing on the list at the moment, though, Sam Winder, which is a little disappointing. We're hoping that we'd see her as well, but I don't see her on the list at the moment. But maybe she will show up at some point and be listed on the shot for the team. Players to watch out for the Melbourne Reds, who had a 3-1 win last night. Simone Kuchera, who is an outstanding goal scorer. Ash Elliott with a cheeky goal she scored yesterday as well. But one to really keep your eye on is going to be Colette Morgan, wearing number 54. She's from Canada. Not that necessarily means very much, but she's played ringette for a number of years and is an absolutely magnificent skater. Ringette's a little bit like ice hockey. It's played with a stick without a blade, and some of the markings on the ice are a little bit different. It's a little bit like the difference between netball and basketball is ringette to ice hockey. So it's very, very much of a passing game with restricted areas on the ice that players are allowed to be in and so forth. But it is on ice and it is very, very skillful, and Colette Morgan will be very exciting to watch as she develops. She's only played 4 games of ice hockey that we've seen here at iceHQ, but she's going to be one to watch for the Melbourne Reds. Watch as she improves throughout the series and finds a way more around how to play ice hockey itself. Be a good one too for the goaltenders. Guinevere Lunt for the Central Coast Stingrays. It's another local here as a ring-in for them, and she's a very effective goaltender indeed. She's played in net a couple of occasions at the almost AWIHL level. So she will make it very difficult to score against her indeed for the Reds. But the Reds with Alex Slade-Baker, the same too. Alex has played almost at the elite level. So these two goaltenders will be a great matchup indeed. We'll see if they can get many shots on. But the one really to watch out for the Melbourne Reds is none other than Simone Kuchera. The puck played straight away into the boards, and the puck finds its way out of play into the Central Coast bench. Central Coast in the green, Melbourne Reds, well, they're predictably in the red. A little obvious, that one, but if you're on a black and white television, you might not be able to tell the difference. They still exist. Anyway, played up the ice now by Guy Gillies, and now it's driven into the corner. Boxker, who is very effective as well, battling for the puck in the back, trying to get the puck around past Dubman, and the puck comes up the ice. Kuchera racing up the ice trying to pick it up, but beaten to it by Dowell, but it's picked up by Marie Newell, who gets a shot, first shot on Lunt. But it deflects around, but back in numbers there were the Central Coast, who cleared the puck out of the zone and forced the Reds to turn around. Mismovic looking to get the puck up ice. Sorry, Dalman it was. And the puck comes across for the Reds into the corner harmlessly, and it will be picked up there by Dowell, who looks up ice. Newell taking away the board, so the Reds, so she goes up the middle. And now in the middle is Dalman, who's been on the ice now for a good minute and a half. Newell tries to pick the puck up, but can't quite get there. Cleaning the puck out of the zone, Christine Elwood. She's got to race back and get back inside as Kuchera just gets denied, runs into a wall of green, not the least there being everyone's crowd favourite in Annie Bartlett, who is always going to be an entertainer on the ice, very effective and strong in defence. Doesn't know the meaning of don't. Puck now behind the net, Bartlett tries to pick it up, can't get a handle on it. Puck picked up there by Simone Kuchera. She's been given room. She's got Elwood skating away from her now. She gets a bit of space, but she's finally challenged just on the hash marks, which is the right place for Adida, challenged by Wilkinson. But Wilkinson leaves the puck behind, and the shot is taken across the front of the net and deflected by Lunt. Goes into the corner. Puck comes up to the blue line, and that was Stanton trying to clear the puck out, but she couldn't manage to quite do it. Now the puck goes into the corner, and racing in to pick it up is Wilkinson. She might not have seen the threat coming from the other side of her. She had Kuchera bearing in down on her as well. The puck goes out of play. I tell you, that was Ash Elliott racing in on Tess Wilkinson. Wilkinson saw one player over one shoulder, didn't see Elliott behind her on the other side. Elliott with a nice sneaky goal last night I should say. And Wilkinson is going to sit 2 for some crime. Looks like it's an interference call. And so the Central Coast Stingrays will be 4 on 5 for their first penalty kill of the game. Let's see how they choose to play it. Can the Reds get a goal, or can the green team keep them out? It's picked up high, winding on trying to get a shot away. Was the Reds. And that was Colette Morgan trying to get a shot away. It wouldn't go. She skates over to get it. Ash Elliott skates over to get a change. Now the Reds are wasting a little bit of time here. The clock's ticking. They're on the power play. They don't want to waste all that time. But anyway, they finally get themselves organised. Just chipping the puck through from the face off the Reds. But Central Coast doing a good job of owning the space in front of the net. It's really what they want to prioritise, is if you make sure that the other team doesn't get any quality shots, they get them from far and bad angles, then you're in with a good chance. Now trying to clear the puck out of the zone. Boxer, she's got some room, looks up ice, gets the pass, but it's intercepted. He's looking for Gillies, sorry, I'll get that eventually. Be careful they don't overcommit here in the attack. Picking the puck out now, Dowell, who dumps it in deep, does the smart thing, run the clock down. If you don't mind, umpire. Now the Reds looking up ice. They're trying to find on the stretch Skeen, who's floating around high. Skeen being covered nicely. Dowell saw the threat and shut it down very quickly. Now it's going to be carried in by Dexness. But she can't do anything terribly effective with it. Britt Jackson tried to put the puck across the front, looking for a connection, trying to reach Skeen. Skeen is dispossessed, and the puck is pushed out of the zone by the Central Coast team. Racing now back to pick it up around the back of the net. The Reds looking for options. They've got wingers on the half boards, trying to find Skeen. That's Dexnesis again, trying to get past the green bodies. Get it up onto the point though, and it's picked up by Wilson Allen, who skates around, losing the puck in her feet a little bit. But she's still got possession, but she's going to be offside. Dexnesis was just a bit slow coming back. And, unfortunately for Wilson Allen, she was stuck trying to carry the puck over. You're not allowed to enter the offensive zone, so cross the blue line until all of your players have come out and gone back in again. Offside can be a little bit of a penalty in that regards. Poppy Kelly now taking the face-off for the Central Coast. Blasting through the middle of it all, Bartlett, who lines up Kuchera, says, "Get out of my way, I'm coming." And she'll do that all night. It'll be very entertaining indeed. It's around the back of the net now goes the Reds, looking to break it up the far side of the rink. Finding a nice connection on the half boards. They've got a hand up for offside for the green. They have to reset. Kelly coming in to put some pressure on the Reds defence. Good pressure there on Dobman. Kelly taking the boards away beautifully. Bartlett just gets deked around by Marie Newell, who finds Kuchera on the stretch. Kuchera now with some room. Tries to get around the check of Dowell. Winds, shoots, scores. Simone Kuchera, that's what she does. She'll do it all day if you give her that room. She just gets a bit of space wide and she goes over Lunt's shoulder. And you can see here, no one in front of her. She's got nothing but goalie and net. And she just pops it over the shoulder of Genevieve Lunt. And the Reds out to a 1-0 lead with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first. And the Stingrays get one back quickly. They're going to want it fairly fast. That's the threat when you've got Kuchera on the ice. You know that she can do that. Cannot give her that much room or you will pay. And it's just running themselves into the boards, blowing a tyre. Racing around the back of the net is Wilkinson, trying to get a shot or create an opportunity. Sorry, I tell a lie, that wasn't Wilkinson. Wilkinson's not playing for... Wilkinson is playing. Sorry, it was Wilkinson. I was right all along. Anyway, Reds playing it up the boards. They find the half boards, trying to make connections. And now it's picked up by Boxker. Boxker trying to dispossess, but the red body's getting in the way, putting the puck across, but it only went as far as Gillies. Just on the half boards at the moment, around the back of the net once more for the green team. Trying to make that connection, but red body's back and occupying the space in front of the net. They'll be tired though, they've been on the ice for a while now, the Reds. They'll be looking for a change. Shot almost there for Sarah Darcy, who had a little bit of a chance. It's picked up now by Wilkinson, who dekes around Elliott. Dekes around the poke jet of Penzo. Gets a bit of room, winds, shoots. It goes over the left-hand side of the very attentive Alex Slade-Baker. And the Reds will dump it down the other end. It's going to go for icing, despite the best efforts of Ash Elliott to try and beat the icing. She wasn't quite quick enough to get there. Had a good chance to, and we will have a face-off in the defensive zone for the Western Reds, who are trying to get a change. The referees should possibly be saying, hey, hang on a sec, you can't do that, and I think they've dragged them back onto the ice. If you play in the recreational league here, you might not necessarily be overly familiar with the rule, because we let them change on an icing, but in proper rules, you're not allowed to. Kelly wins the face-off back to her D. Gets another chance. Poppy Kelly goes around, shoots. Gets a body in the way, though, the Reds. Nice piece of defensive work there by the Melbourne Reds team. Puck now in the corner. As Jones lost her heel. In front of the slot there, Wilson Allen just trying desperately to own the space. Not going to let Stanton have any space. Stanton was the loser of that little tussle. As they're saying, if you want to set up camp in the slot, expect a rowdy reception, and that's certainly what she got. Now the Reds breaking out, but they leave the puck behind there. Nice work there by Nizmovic, except for one small problem. She left the puck behind her. Picked up now by Dowell. Dowell goes round one. Dowell gets round Leah. Gets a shot. Dowell shoots and scores. Beautiful shot from just outside the face-off circles. You see this on the replay. It's an absolute ripper. Wasn't an awful lot there that Slade-Baker could do. Gets nice position. Nice shot over the top shelf, top cheese. And in it goes. So we are 1-1. No shutouts for either of the goaltenders tonight. At least not in this game. 1-1 with 5 minutes to play. 2 shots on the net for the Stingrays, 3 to the Reds. And an absolute ripper of a shot there for the goal scored by the Stingrays. Play resumes. And the puck is ridden deep into the corner. The Stingrays looking for another chance. They shoot. Oh, very nearly went in. Another chance there. Wilkinson fires it on. A lot of pressure on Slade-Baker, but she manages to make it safe this time and keep the puck out of the net. Scoring system a little slow at the moment to get our updates, but hopefully it's showing up on the screen that you're looking at. Certainly you'll have the scoreboard. You can also track what we're doing. So it was Dowell who scored that goal for the Stingrays, and Kachira with the goal for the Reds earlier on. Both players showing they've got very effective shots. Just dumping the puck in now, trying to find the slot was Darcy. Makes some space in the slot without an awful lot of pressure, but the Reds realise the threat and do something about it. Puck coming out now for the green team, racing back to get onto it quickly. Elwood, who puts the puck back into attack. Now picking up Wilkinson. Wilkinson just uses her body to get in between the puck and the pressure on her. She goes round one again. Tries to go round two. She's got a bit of room. She gets a shot, but it's saved in the end after bobbling around a smidge by Slade-Baker. Some good pressure by the Stingrays after that initial rush by the Reds, and it looks like the Stingrays may be getting a bench penalty for too many players on the ice. Always Cridlin there. She can count to 6 without using 2 hands, and so the penalty will be sat by Christine Elwood, who will sit. Now, it's not necessarily her fault. It's just that you have too many players on the ice, and someone has to sit the penalty, and generally whoever's closest gets to go over and do it, depending on how well organised your team is. If it's a professional team in the NHL, you put a player on who you're least likely to miss. But in these games, whoever's closest. So the Stingrays will need to kill a penalty. They managed to get the puck out of the zone despite a very risky cross-ice pass. It nearly went right into Kachira, which is certainly where you don't want it. I'm trying to play the puck up the ice now on the ice for this Morgan Collette. You can see she's going back. Watch this. Watch her skates. Magnificent. Hits the brakes, stops, but nice pressure by Gillies. Fantastic skating there. It's we're going to see a lot from Colette Morgan over the years. Now she's got some wheels on her. She looks up ice trying to find Kachira. Makes the pass to Kachira. Skates back into the middle trying to find position. Red's pinching in. Nizmovic pinching in a little bit and giving Dowell a chance to get some room. But Dowell's got 2 on her at the moment. Hits the brakes. looks for a pass across the slot, but Kuchera there. Kuchera goes around the back of the net looking for choices. He's being forechecked quite effectively though. That's Spallina for the Central Coast, doing a good job of just denying that outlet, keeping the Reds stuck in defence for a little bit longer. But they do finally manage to clear the puck out of the zone, and Central Coast dump it in for a dump and chase. If you can do that, you need to chase. And soon they get the player in on the forecheck. But unfortunately for them, it goes to Kuchera, who blasts past the defender, who leaves a stick behind, and Dow. Kuchera this time doesn't take the shot, but she's floating around in position to get a backhander on, but there's enough green bodies there, and in particular the one that really matters in Lunt, and Lunt makes the save, and no more goals to the Reds on that occasion. 1 minute and 40 seconds to play in the first period. 1 goal apiece, 4 shots apiece as the scorer sees it. So a tight tussle indeed so far through this game. It's going to be quite entertaining. That's what we want to see. The Reds aren't going to have it all their own way, that's for sure. Poppy Kelly wins the face-off. The puck is out now. She's racing off to try and pick it up. You can see the speed of her as she tries to get past Newell or Stachevich. It's a bit hard to tell with that number on that jersey. The penalty now over for the green team. Kelly cycling around, but she's got a lot of pressure on her. I'm not sure that that's going to work for her here with that level of pressure from Wilson Allen. And now the Reds look to break it out across ice, but it only goes as far as Wilkinson. Wilkinson was being pressured by Leila Penzo. But now she's got another chance to get past the defence, trying to do everything herself because there's no one really there for her to pass to. She did have Stanton moving down the other side, but it wasn't really a good option at the time for the pass. Now the Reds will break it out, but a check by Poppy Kelly kept them constrained for just a few moments. As now Annie Bartlett blasts her way through. It's a reverse hit and goes to stick a hand out for a trip as well, but it won't happen. And the puck now in the corner. Wilkinson looks up ice, clears the puck past everyone, and it's going to go for an icing. And we will be brought back. The green team not allowed to get a change to Central Coast. Because of the icing, they'll have to go back and do the face-off in the defensive zone with a bit of fatigue in their legs. 13 seconds. I don't think it's going to matter because we're not going to get this face-off. The time will run out before it actually happens. So the play will not occur. They're going to go through the motions of getting set up, but the horn's going to blow in just a second anyway. So it's academic as to whether or not they would have got a rest, because now it is a compulsory rest before we have the 1 minute break between periods. 1 goal apiece to these two teams. And what has so far been an entertaining tussle indeed. Goals to Simone Kuchera for the Reds very, very early on in the piece, and one also to Diamantina Dowell for the Central Coast Stingrays with her goal as well. A beautiful shot just outside the face-off circle to the outside of it with an absolute ripper over the shoulder of Slade Baker. Both shots, the 1-2 by Kuchera over Lunt, also over the top shoulder. And some pretty effective shooting there. You get a fair bit onto it. Sometimes the goalie can't do very much about it at all. So it was a good shot indeed by Kuchera. You just can't let her have that space. But I think the Reds will have worked out too that they certainly can't let Dowell have any room either, because she's got a shot on her as well. We saw some pretty good skating there. The one in particular we're watching out for, Colette Morgan for the Melbourne Reds. Again, this is like a 4th or 5th game of ice hockey, but she has played a lot of ringette in Canada. Ringette's very similar to hockey. They play with a donut instead of a puck, and the idea is that you have a hockey stick without the blade on the end of it, and they push the donut with the stick, and then they flick it around instead of shooting a puck. So it's a little bit different. The puck handling skills obviously quite different because the device is a different thing, but positional play, speed, skating ability, they're all the same, and we've certainly seen from Morgan that by golly she can move. So once she finds her way, she's going to be very, very effective indeed. We're about to get underway for the second period. 1 goal apiece to these two teams. And let's go. The puck is dropped and won by the Reds back to their defence. Dublin, who just chips it off a backhand, looking up ice, trying to find a connection. Just missing the puck there was the Reds, and racing back now to pick it up is Boxer. Boxer puts it across the front. No one there for the Central Coast, though. Racing in to pick it up for them now, Spallina. Spallina has some time. She's got Boxer loose in the slot. No one on her at all. But now it's not going to be enough for her as Goldman can't quite get it away from the area. It's racing up now to pick it up for the Reds. Britt Jackson. She's pressured tightly there by Kristen Elwood. Now the puck coming out in the hands of Skeen. Skeen looks up ice, sees she's got another one in front of her. Tries to get around everyone, gets a shot away. Slightly to the left of the net for Brooke Skeen. She's been another player who's come up through our development league here. And had a lot of fun learning. She's been playing hockey now for two or three years. And we've been very pleased to see how she has progressed through the game. Now the Reds with another chance to put some pressure on, but back there for the green team was Christine Elwood. Now the puck races across the other side, and picked up by Skeen. Skeen runs into Boxer coming the other way, who takes the puck away from her. Going now to pick it up for the Central Coast Stingrays is Tess Wilkinson, who just reverses it. She saw the pressure coming, flicks the puck around the other way. And now on a breakaway, all on 1-0. It is Boxer. Boxer winds, shoots, scores. Over the shoulder. No, that's not a goal. I'm not quite sure how that's not a goal. It certainly looked like one from this angle, but Boxer didn't quite get it in the net. She'd be pretty disappointed with that. It was a 1-on-none. And it looked to all eyes as if Slade Baker was totally beaten, but something got in the way, and it may well have even been Slade Baker. We'll see on the replay. Yeah, it's it looked like that may have bounced off the inside of the net, or if not, certainly off the post. But pretty close call for them indeed. And sitting in the box now for the green team is Sarah Darcy. I'm not sure what that one's for. Maybe it was too many players. Or maybe there was some other infraction. I'm not really sure what that penalty was for, but it'll show up on our system at some point. Too many players on the ice. There we go. The Central Coast caught with too many on. You're only allowed 5. It's not that hard to count, but anyway, it can happen. Not able to keep the puck in for the Reds was Nismovic. Now she tries to move up the middle, but she's checked by Poppy Kelly, who gets in the way. And the puck picked off her beautifully by the goal scorer, Diamantina Dow. And Poppy Kelly now battling for her on the blue line. But Diamantina says enough's enough, dumps it down the other end, but it's going to go for icing. No, referee is going to wave it off, of course, because it's a penalty kill. Only that. Kelly tries to get a shot away, but it runs into Nismovic's shin. Another chance for the green on a very effective penalty kill. This is sometimes called a power kill, when your penalty kill turns into a pretty decent attacking opportunity. As Kelly now manages to get past most of the Red defence. I want to be careful they don't get overcommitted though, because now they've got a 3-on-2, they've got a 4-on-2. Green players stuck all out of position. Here comes Kuchera, but they're offside. And that was Colette Morgan getting caught offside. Different rules. She's probably not used to seeing that blue line having to hit the brakes before you cross it. And as a result, just a little bit of an opportunity lost. Kuchera was away. The green team had overcommitted in attack, and they only had the 2D back, and there was 5-on-2. But it wasn't quite going to work. And just 30 seconds to go on the extra penalty, on the too many players penalty. And playing it up the ice now, Boxer. Puck going in deep now for the Stingrays. Trying to clear the puck up ice. Newell. Sorry, not Newell. That's Staskovic. As the pressure now taken. Annie Bartlett now with the puck. She gets on the forehand and she shoots. It goes left of the net. The penalty, just 2 seconds to go, and the Reds, the green team now back to full strength. Back on comes Sarah Darcy and straight into the play. It's a smart thing to do at the end of the penalty. Don't go straight away to the box. If you be involved in the game, other team's often not ready for it. Playing the puck up the ice now in the last line of defence. Staskovic managed to clear the puck out of the zone, but it was brought straight back in again now. The Reds with another opportunity, trying to put the puck deep into attack to create some space, but going back to pick it up for the Stingrays. Wilkinson looks up ice, saw that she had no boards option, but wisely chipped it off the boards instead of trying to play a risky cross ice pass. But now going back to pick it up, Elliott. Sorry, Davis Tope. Davis Tope normally plays goalie, but she's playing on the ice this evening, and now trying to clear the puck up the ice is Spallina. She's trying to find a connection with Kelly. The puck dumped down the other end, and this time it's going to go for an icing. Kelly, though, wins the race to the puck. The red team gave up on the chase, and probably Kelly too quick. Kelly's got Spallina in position as well. Kelly goes wide, puck comes across, shoots. Shot taken there, Gillies. But he won't go. In the way was Slade Baker, who made it safe. 9 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the second. 1 goal apiece. It's been a scoreless second. It's been pretty close. We had one what looked like a goal, but it bounced off something that referees didn't notice. Or maybe it did actually hit the post and come out that way. Anyway. So it's no goals this period. Kelly loses. No one really wins that face-off. Trying to clear the puck out of the zone, though, the Melbourne Reds. Nismovic managed to chip the puck up, and Skeen is away now, but she's being chased back hard. Skeen with no room. Fans on the shot through the stick-checking pressure of Dowell. Puck loose in the front of the slot, though. Trying to clear the puck out, Kelly, but she's pushed out of the way and tangled up. And now it will be played up the ice with a little bit of room by the Stingrays. Wisely using the boards. Here they come now. They've got lots of open space. The Reds committing a lot on one side. Brooks Skeen sees the threat, and now here come the green team again. They get a shot across Kelly, just out of the reach, or out of reach of Kelly, the pass from Gillies. Kelly trying to get around behind everyone, but she's unable to beat the pressure. The puck coming up to Jackson. Jackson manages to clear the puck out of the zone in the end, and it's picked up by Dubman, who's got one to beat. And unfortunately for her, a nicely timed poke check by Dowell made it safe. The puck coming back to the goaltender in Blunt. Dowell trying to keep the pressure on as the Reds flood the net. Trying to get a cheeky shot in there on the backhand was Jackson. She couldn't quite get enough on it. Now here come the green team if they can flood the ice and get the puck out. But it doesn't work. Kelly nearly got a stick on it. Racing over to pick the puck up now is the Quackers, not the Quackers, sorry, the Stingrays, and the puck goes in deep. Racing for it, Stanton and Giles, I'll get there eventually. I need a pronunciation guide for that one. But anyway, it goes around the back of the net, shot in deep, and now it'll be picked up on the race by Maureen Newell, trying to put some pressure on, but she loses her footing. Stanton runs into Nusik, but the shot taken in the end by Boxker, but Body's got in the way, and she is denied. The puck comes back now. Kuchera tries to get past Wilkinson. Passing backwards and forwards on the blue line. The puck in now. Racing into empty space. Stanton's a good option in the slot if they can get the pass to her, but the pass instead ends up in the capable hands of Alex Sladebaker and makes the save. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the second. 1 goal apiece in this tussle between the Melbourne Reds and the Central Coast Stingrays. Goals to Diamantetta Dowell and Simone Kuchera, both in the first period as the Reds get their bench organised. Just waiting for the face-off. Face-off won by Kelly, back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson got the pass away to Elwood. But Elwood couldn't hold it now, racing in with the puck. Quezada is ridden into the corner though, tries to find a connection across, manages to find Dubman. Dubman without an option there, or at least not a particularly good one. I tell lie, that was Nismovic, not Dowell. Dubman will get the 6s and the 9s sooner or later organised. This time Nismovic goes in to pick the puck up again, gets a shot in, but it runs into bodies and she fans on it. Kuchera now puts the puck across. Bartlett unaware that it just was trickling between her feet. Now trying to clear the puck out of the zone, the green team, but the Reds pick it up. Skating around there with a fair bit of skill. It's none other than Colette Morgan. She created that opportunity. This is incredible footwork, beautiful skater. But it's not enough because Lunt makes the save. And 5 minutes and 30 seconds by the time the puck is dropped. And we will have still 1 goal apiece. No goals scored so far in this very tight tussle of a second period. The Central Coast Stingrays did have to kill a penalty for too many players on the ice. They get themselves organised now. Puck picked off beautifully there by Dowell, who's having a fantastic game so far. And now the Central Coast Stingrays dump the puck all the way across ice. Referee's hand is up for an icing. But it's not going to cross the line, so until one of the Reds gets back there. And that's Wilson Allen, who blows a tyre, trying to pick it up just a little bit too fast. She had forward-checking pressure on her. It's Boxer now with a chance. Puck comes across the front of the net. Shot taken. Boxer with another chance. Puck loose at the feet, but it is pounced on by Slade Baker. And no goal. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the second between the Central Coast Stingrays and the Melbourne Reds in the first tussle between these two teams of the tournament. I'd be tipping that they might be a good chance to play each other in the grand final, but we'll wait and see on that one. Puck behind the net, going in to pick it up. Boxer. He's looking for options, gets around the pressure of Elliott. Gets it onto a cheeky backhand, tries to find a connection with Spallina. Spallina couldn't get enough on it. The green team offside, they're having to hold and wait. Just waiting for Giles to get back on side. Puck into the corner, it will be picked up by Wilson Allen, looking up ice, sees poor options, so decides to rim it up. Poppy Kelly there putting pressure on Elliott. Comes back as dumped in by Dowell, who just turns the puck around. Kelly now with a chance. She's got the puck at her feet. She's ducking and diving, but she can't quite get enough on it. It'll be Kuchera who clears the puck out of the zone. Sorry, I tell you, that was Davis Tope clearing the puck out of the zone. Kuchera not on the ice at the moment. Goes deep into the corner. It'll be Davis Tope trying to put some pressure on Kelly. Kelly just stuck on the boards, pinned there by the bigger player. Now the puck comes out, but Kelly's still in the battle, but it's picked up now by Stanton. Stanton puts the puck across the front. They can't get much with it. Stanton now with another opportunity. She's got a player loose in the slot, makes the pass. The backhand was on. Certainly a good chance there for Darcy. Was it Darcy? No, that was Karen Jones who almost got the backhander onto it. And this time it will be Davis Tope who will sit two for what looks like a cross-check. And so with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go, the Stingrays on the power play. Can the Reds keep them out? Reds bring out the big guns. They've got Newell, Kuchera on the ice. This will be one of the first times their penalty kill has really been tested by the look of it. We'll see if the Stingrays can take advantage of this power play. Trying to clear the puck out, but not able to get onto it neatly was Dalman. But now playing it up out of the ice, Nizmovic. Nizmovic gets onto the forehand, but the Reds are offside. Now, that's not necessarily a problem here. Yes, they're offside, but it runs the clock down. It's not stop time. So if you are offside, puck comes back, another 30 seconds, killing the penalty. That's okay. They won't be disappointed with that one. Of course, they'd like to score a goal, but regardless, they run another 20 seconds off the penalty, and that's going to help them a lot as they are sitting a penalty at the moment. But Kuchera dumps it in deep past Bartlett. Now trying to find some room, but being pressed tightly there by Newell. Gets around him. Is Dowell. Dowell gets room. Dowell gets split room on her own, shoots, but Kuchera gets back and takes a stick away from Dowell. Boxer tries to put the puck across the front of the net. Kuchera back there in time to stop the puck from getting in, and it's Maureen Newell now looking up ice. She's back-checked tightly and picked up by the Central Coast, but the puck comes all the way back to Kuchera, who just holds the puck there. She's not going to do anything with it until she doesn't have to. She fires it straight into Annie Bartlett. And she's a bit lucky that she got away with that, because if the bounce had gone differently, Bartlett would have been away. Now Kelly has some room. Just waiting for Darcy to get on side. Comes down the side. She's got Darcy loose in the slot. Darcy's in great position. The Reds see the threat eventually and pick it up. That's Dubman coming back and tidying it up. Kelly is going to be knocked over and a little bit slow to get back up to her feet by Kuchera. Bartlett takes the shot. Runs into too many sticks. Kelly tries to get another shot on it. Comes loose and high. Kuchera this time clears the puck all the way down the other end. She sent the puck to Moe. Not much on it, so it's going to trickle down there, but that runs the clock down and allows the Reds to get the change that they need with 1 minute to go. 40 seconds to go on the kill. The Reds are in trouble here. They've got players loose, and it's going to go and pick it up. It's Darcy. I tell a lie, Kelly with a chance now to get a shot. Shoots it wide. Blocker save there. Slade Baker makes it safe. The Reds with a bit of a messy change there, and the green team saw it coming. They had a great opportunity. 25 seconds to play. Shot comes in from the point. The Reds this time dump it, and it's Elliott who clears the puck way down the other end. It doesn't matter if it goes for icing, although it's not going to winning the race to the puck there, Davis Tope. So we have just 10 seconds to play in this period. Puck's caught down in the feet of Wilkinson. He wants to clear the puck out of the zone and make it safe. Everyone missing it in the slot at the moment. Now the Central Coast looking up ice with the puck. Ariel Giles, Giles. She will just wind the clock down. Now at the end of the second, a scoreless period, but by no means one lacking in entertainment. 1 goal apiece to the two teams, the Stingrays and the Reds. It all comes down to the third. Now, if we do go in, if the scores stay within 1 goal, the last minute of this period will be stop time. So the clock stops when the whistle blows. This is to the advantage of the team that is down, because if the other team just decides to ice the puck to run the clock down, it just won't work because the clock will stop. We'll see if that happens. Both teams have had a number of opportunities throughout this particular period, but neither of them could capitalise. Some good goaltending and some unfortunate, just going a little bit wide. But we did see some really nice shooting there. Miss Bosca, who we know can score, and also Diamantina Dowell has been particularly effective with that goal for the Stingrays, and some great speed coming out of D when she activates. It's great to see. And probably Kelly too has had a number of chances. Tends to run into a lot of traffic, but other players getting in the slot can create options for her. With a bit of luck, she might see one of them and get the pass across to them and create goals through that as well. We haven't seen too much from the Reds, though, attacking-wise. A couple of chances, though, to Kuchera. Just can't give her room, because if you do, it's going to go in the net. And I think everyone knows that by now. She's been playing for enough years to know what she's good at. So 1 period to go, 15 minutes. One last minute will be stop time if the teams are 1 goal separated or less. So if it's still where we are at the moment, with 1-1, it will be stop time for the last minute. About to get going, Louise Quidland for the referee, about to drop the puck, and we're away. Face off, not really won there by anyone, but finally poked through by Boxker. Puck fired up, gets past Britt Jackson. Firing it across was the green team. They're racing in to try and do something constructive with the Boxer, but there's too many Reds in the way. And now they break out 4-on-2 if they're quick. And putting themselves offside there was, unfortunately, again, Colette Morgan. You can see the speed that she's got, but the rules are different. In hockey, this isn't ringette, and as a result, just the instinct isn't there to slow down and stop. And she knows she's done it. You can see she's got a smile on her face. But it's offside. That's what it looks like, Colette. You'll learn it sooner or later. Going back now to pick it up, Dowell for the green team. But in the way was Skeen. Nice piece of work there by Brooke. Now Britt Jackson with a little bit of room. She's got to wait and pause because Skeen's still waiting to get onside. Now the puck goes in, but only as far as Boxker. Puck comes back as far as Dowell, who chips it up and just manages to get the puck past everyone racing in to pick it up. 2 green bodies, but 2 red bodies will get there first, and it's picked up by Nuzmovic. And are we going to have a penalty on that one? Yes, referee's hand is up for a penalty, and that'll be on Nuzmovic, who will be sitting 2 for either trip or interference. Not sure what yet. She's looking like she doesn't know what she did, but if you watch it on the replay, it's pretty obvious. Anyway, she'll sit 2. So the green team now with another chance to pile on the pressure and see if they can get a shot on the net. One of the things about penalties is you might not necessarily score on them, but you certainly shouldn't be scored against, unless you're the Maple Leafs, or this season Boston. But it also tires you out. You've got to kill a penalty, and it's hard work. You can't slack off. There's nowhere to hide. It's not like you can be a winger and just sit up on the blue line and wait for it. The green team win the face-off, or at least get the most useful puck possession out of it. Puck up on the half boards, and it's played by Boxker, trying to find an option, but Newell picks it up now. She's got room. She's got Kuchera and finds her. Kuchera's going to have to get around 3 green bodies, including Dowell. Gets around Dowell, puts the puck into the slot, but it's picked up Boxker. Now Dowell with room in front of her. She's got 2 behind her and 1 in front. You can see the backward skating there, though, of Morgan. Superb. But the shot taken from a distance by Dowell, but it's not enough. And the save is made by Slade Baker. A nice little breakout there. The red team overcommitted in the penalty kill. And as a result, the Stingrays got a great counter-attacking opportunity, but not quite enough to get the goal they would have liked. But it was a good opportunity. They got the shot on the net from Dowell, and she did well to make it happen. Darcy now for the Central Coast, trying to get some space. She gets behind the net now, battling for the puck, but it's driven out of the zone by Driver, just kept in by Wilkinson. Wilkinson has it on her backhand, tries to put the puck in, finds Poppy Kelly. Kelly being very tightly marked. She manages to twist and turn, get some space. Unfortunately for her, she can't quite get enough on it. The puck brought out, wasn't able to keep it in, was Elwood. Now it's back up to Kelly, but Kelly being marked very closely. Quezada gives her a shove into the boards, but no one loses their feet, so they get away with it. And now Playing the puck around is the Reds, but picked off beautifully. Wilkinson just makes it safe. Taking a shot in from the point was Dubman, but it goes wide. Didn't have much on it. Elwood dumps it around the net, trying to play the puck out of the zone, but it'll be picked up by Quezada after that little tussle with Kelly. Now the puck leaves the zone, but the penalty kill over for the Reds. Back on the ice, Nuzmovic, who races straight into the slot. She sees that there's an opportunity. Scott Quezada skating around with the puck, looking for chances. Quezada goes everyone and shoots, but it goes wide. And it will be picked up by, there's a hand up for another penalty, and it looks like it's going to be on the green team this time. I think it's going to be Elwood who will be sitting. Not exactly sure what it's for, if it's for an interference, but we'll find out in a second. She's been done for a hook, so Christine Elwood does it too for hooking. We haven't seen Annie Bartlett in the penalty box yet, but we're looking forward to it. We know she's certainly an entertainer, but we haven't seen her in the box just yet, but I'm sure it will happen at some point over the weekend. She'll be looking to win the penalty minutes competition. Now the Reds finding Dowell with room, but she's poke checked there beautifully. Nice piece of work by Vanusek. Puck thrown right down the other end, and it will be picked up by Newell. So Staskovic has the puck. Playing up twice now. Brick Jadson looks for a connection, finds Skeen. Skeen's got to beat Newell, and Dowell gets there first. Puts the puck down the other end, but it's going to go, no, it's not going to go for icing. Referee waves the icing off. Of course, because they're on the penalty kill. There's no icing. Only that. Skeen tries to get around Dowell, but runs into a brick wall. She's not getting through that one. Dowell again owning that blue line and trying to make sure that the Reds don't get a clean entry. And the Stingrays dump the puck all the way to Moe. And the Reds will have to go back and pick it up again. Picking it up now, Newell is Tacevic. Skates around looking for options. She's got Skeen on the point, but Skeen's been covered by Newell. Newell sees the threat, goes in and picks it up nicely. Kelly there to mop up the crumbs. Now the puck comes back to Kelly, who looks up ice, tries to get around Skeen and does. Gets around two. She's got room in front of her now, Kelly. She's got 1D to beat. She dekes it. She winds. She shoots. Second chance. Save made by Slade Baker. Slade Baker shut that one down. Now remember that the Stingrays are on the penalty kill, so they've got to get back now and sort that one out. Skeen tried to get through the line of defence. Was picked by Dowell, but managed to force the puck through anyway. Kelly now tries to room around the back of the net. Finds Skeen though. Puck loose in the slot. Shot fired in by Stacevic, but it won't go. And it will be cleared out by Dowell, who gets the puck out of the zone. Picked up now by Spalina. And Kelly, who must be pretty tired. She's been on the ice now for a very long time. Tries to get around everyone, but she's going to be pretty gassed. And the penalty is over, and we're back to 5-on-5. Back on the ice now, Elwood, sorry. But it's Kuchera having to get around Dowell, who forces her into the corner. Takes all her options away, but Newell has the puck now in the slot. It's loose. Dowell tries to clear it out, but it comes back to Nusik, who can't clear it out of the puck, out of the way. Kelly still on the ice. It's pretty close to the longest shift in the history of hockey, but she's still on as Wilkinson tries to get around everyone. Just manages to avoid the check of two. Unfortunately, the red team, they're all falling over at the moment, but Wilkinson circles and cycles, finds a passing option in Gilly Giles, and who dumps it into the corner. And now the Reds with an opportunity to break it out. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We're still tied up at 1 goal apiece. It's been a very even period so far. Neither team really able to establish dominance. It's been a great game. Giles dumps the puck into behind the net, going down there to pick it up, the Greens. The Stingrays clear the puck up high, but only as far as Wilkinson, who has time. She puts it in low and hard, but it runs into too many feet. Marie Newell there for the Reds got in the way. And now playing the puck up ice quickly is Morgan. Morgan turns and twists on a dime, but she leaves the puck behind. It's not a ringette ball this time, and Giles will carry the puck in, winds it, shoots through traffic, the puck bounces in. One of those awkward, tricky little things that ends up in the glove of Slade Baker. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third period. We're still all tied up at 1 goal apiece. The Stingrays out shooting the Reds 14-9 as the scorer sees it. But they haven't been able to get one through the defence of Slade Baker. Lunt hasn't been particularly tested this period. I'm not sure the Reds have had many shots. Certainly, Slade Baker has had a workout through this period, particularly with the penalty kill. Slade Baker makes another save as the puck fired in. Going now to pick it up, Darcy. Darcy tries to fling it across the front, finds Kelly, but Kelly can't get onto it, and it comes all the way up high to the blue line, where it will be picked up by Darcy, trying to get around everyone. Kelly tries a stick lift, it doesn't work this time. And racing back now with the last line of defence. It's a 2-on-1. Can Wilkinson keep it out? Goes to the puck holder. And the save is made by Guinevere Lunt. And we are still all tied up at 1 goal apiece with just over 5.5 minutes to play in the third. You can see Wilkinson goes to the puck carrier there. She did have to worry also about Davis Tope blasting on the other side, but the pass wasn't going to happen. So it didn't matter in that instance, but it was a good option. The Reds just getting themselves organised. They can have another player on the ice if they want, or they can play with 4. It's up to them. You don't have to have all 4 players on the ice if you don't want to, but it's generally a bad idea. Kelly doing a good job trying to take the puck away from Kuchera. Wilkinson trying to take the puck away from Newell. Annie Bartlett now with the puck. She can't get enough on it, but it will be swallowed up by Lunt. And we have 5 minutes to play. 1 goal each. All tied up in this second game of the evening for the CCM National Women's Tournament here at iceHQ in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia. We'll have a offensive zone face-off now for the Melbourne Reds. Can they turn this one into a shot? They've got Morgan creeping in D, and so too Rizmovic. Can the green team, who look like they've lost a player, no, they're going to play without him. No, they've got enough on the ice, I think. No, they've just worked it out that they could actually have an extra player on the ice if they really wanted to. You can have 5. And now playing it up through the middle, Boxker. Boxker steals it and she's away. Boxker's got no one in front of her. She's on her forehand, she dekes. She goes one, but Newell gets back there and takes the puck away from her. And the save is made by Slade Baker in the end. Great desperate back check there by the Reds defence there, and Marie Newell, who was in a hurry. She put her wheels on and just denied the opportunity there for the goal to the Greens, so it didn't happen. But they win the face-off, cycling around, trying to put the puck across into the slot for Darcy. Darcy now goes to pick it up, loses a tyre and falls over. Puck now into the corner, and it's being picked up Boxker. Now, last line of defence once more for the green team was Dowell, who has had an outstanding game. It's picked up by Stanton. Stanton is running into another wall of red defence. And here come the Reds on the counter-attack. They've got options. Play the puck up ice and find Denisis, who runs into a referee. Referee has a hand up for an offside, but that's all good. Circling around and finding connections. Just losing a footing there was Jones. Not quite sure exactly why. Maybe she's injured, but Kuchera now with room tries to shoot. The save made by Lunt. Just it was bobbling around loose in front. Good play there, Kuchera, but couldn't quite get enough on it. Was still bouncing a little bit loosely for her to get a decent shot away. And with with just under 2 minutes to play, we're still all tied up at 1 goal apiece. Poppy Kelly taking the face-off for the Central Coast. She doesn't win this one. It's one through. However, Darcy picks it up and clears the zone. She's got to put some pressure on Wilson Allen. Wilson Allen gets around. Doesn't manage to get around Dowell, though. The puck loose is picked up by Darcy. Looking up ice, tries to find options. Everyone loses their footing as Dowell dumps the puck up, trying to find Wilkinson. Wilkinson battling on the boards. Can't get it clear. Picked up Darcy. Darcy looking for options. Finds Dowell again, but Dowell's got pressure on her from Skeen. Skeen going in to put a hard forecheck on her. Dowell looking up ice. Reverses. Skeen still with her. Reverses again. Skeen still with her, putting a lot of pressure. Another reverse. Backwards and forwards until she's run out of room altogether. Great forechecking pressure there, Brooke Skeen, who ends up with the puck. She's looking for an option. She's got one in the slot. She can't get the pass up there, though. Puts a backhander on the net through bodies. Has another chance. Just belting away at the thing, trying to put it in the net. Say, would you please go in the net? Buchanan, though, for the Central Coast, manages to get it up, and it's picked up by Wilkinson. Wilkinson looking up ice, trying to find options. She's got Kelly with her. Kelly hits the brakes and goes over offside. Couldn't quite stop enough. She just had a little bit too much speed and couldn't turn. And as a result, we have an offside with 1 minute and 37 seconds to go. With it all tied up at this point, in the last minute, it's going to go to stop time. which means 1 minute can take 2 minutes. When the puck is frozen, the game will continue. 1 minute and 25 seconds to go or so. Bartlett moving back into defence for the Stingrays. He's going now to pick it up for the Reds. Dalman circles around behind the net looking for options. She's trying to find choices. She hasn't got much in the way of movement for her to pass to. She carries it up herself. Dalman gets past just about everyone but leaves the puck behind, and now coming up to pick it up Bartlett, who dumps it down the other end, but that's going to go for icing unless the green team can win the race. Belting in to try and pick it up, the red team, so the Melbourne Reds win the race, but the referee wipes it off all the same. Darcy hooks it across on the backhand, tries to get it into the slot, but going now to pick it up. Dalman once more with the puck, goes behind the net, looks up ice, trying to find choices. He's being pressed tightly, though, by the Central Coast. 35 seconds to play in the period. Racing back now to pick it up. He's Boxer, and it has gone for icing. The clock will stop. The red team not allowed to change. They might try and do a sneaky one, but the referee's watching that very closely. And this is a great opportunity now for the Stingrays to get a goal in the dying seconds of this game. They've got 30 seconds to go. They've got an offensive zone face-off. They can change if they want. The red team cannot. So they can get fresh legs on if they want to, but they choose not to. The clock has stopped. The face-off won by the Stingrays. Darcy puts a shot across the front of the net. It almost made the connection. Trying to find Giles in the slot. Puck is loose in front. No, he can't quite get the puck. Goes in, and it's a goal. Not exactly sure who got that one. No, that was Spallina who managed to finally get that one in the net. You'll see here on the replay, it's a loose puck bobbling around. Spallina gets it through underneath Slade Baker. It's got enough on it to put it through, and the Stingrays have a 2-1 lead with 17.5 seconds to go. The clock has stopped. Slade Baker very slow to get back to her feet, probably disappointed more than anything else in that one, but it's just a confusion and chaos in the slot, and that causes that to happen. And if you put the puck on the net, sometimes it goes in, and that's pretty much what happened in that occasion as the green team making changes. They've got 17 seconds to defend a 1-goal lead in stop time. Here comes Colette Morgan. She leaves the puck behind. Kuchera now winds and shoots. Goes over the top of the net as it deflected off Lunt. Very good opportunity there, but couldn't quite capitalise on it. Now here comes the Stingrays. They've just got no time at all left to kill, and the Stingrays take that one out over the Reds. 2-1 in the end. Goals early on to Kuchera and Dal, but it was that one at the finish by Spallina that won it for the Central Coast Stingrays with just 30 seconds to go on the clock in stop time. Flooded the net, just got a little bit lucky, got the right rebound in the right place, and then managed to poke in a cheeky little rebound, cheeky little backhander that went underneath Slade Baker and into the net for the goal to win the game. And who doesn't like scoring that one? Next up at 8:35 p.m. we'll have the Shennilators playing the WA Quokkas. The Quokkas for their second game this evening. The Shennilators with their first game in the evening. That will be at 8:35 p.m. this evening. We will see you then.